A trend that I'm noticing amongst the women that I've been working with is inner child healing been coming through a lot. It's even come through for myself recently. And I'm going to tell y'all that a lot of it has to do with how you were indoctrinated to accept and appreciate your menstrual cycle. A lot of your foundations and what womanhood is and how to truly take care of yourself were faulty. And this is not opposed to, bash moms or our humble beginnings, because you don't, we only could do with what we know. And unfortunately, the women that came before us didn't have the constructs and the knowledge that we have now as far as self-care. Therapy was real taboo. Doing things outside the home was far and few. And so, you kind of dealt with it in-house amongst your friends groups, whatever outlets you had. But the fact that we weren't honored in embarking in that journey, the fact that a lot of our native practices weren't taken with us, the most we've had in our lives surrounding conversations within our menstrual cycle was to the extent of, you better not get pregnant. Somebody else's fears became a major component of how you viewed that time in a month. And we wondering why so many women got cramps, PCOS, endometriosis, because we weren't taught how to take care of ourselves. The furthest extent to conversations that we've had about our vagina is, you better keep it clean. If it stink, go to the doctor, get something to put in your mouth or put in it, and keep it pushing. Have sex, have babies, make sure it don't stink. That's it. That's it. Nobody's talking to us about our wombs. Nobody's talking to us about the generational trauma that we carry. Nobody's talking to us about men and their DNA residing in our bodies for 7 years. Nobody's talking to us about yoni steaming. Nobody's talking to us about the energy exchange that's happening in sex. Nobody's talking about how traumatic sexual experiences, if not properly tended to, that can really fuck you up. And that could affect your offspring. Nobody is having the conversations with women that we need to be having. We're not even having them with each other. We're not even being honest. I found that in having conversations with women in passing, that we have a lot more in common than we think we do. The things that we be insecure about is other women dealing with them, but we're not talking. So I want you, if you want to start having those kind of real conversations, connect with me. I'm going to be hosting workshops, tea parties. I already got the date schedule. I just didn't tell y'all yet. And there's going to be in-person options available. I'm in New Haven, Connecticut. If you in Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, New Jersey, come fuck with your girl. We're going to be having real conversations because there's not enough of that happening. There's also going to be hybrid options available. So if you want to do virtual, come pull up, log in. Because this year going to be the shit. Because I'm going to open up my mouth and talk more. I'm going to bring more things that I know about. Because when you know these things and you just do these things, you kind of forget, what can you talk about? I could talk about a lot. And a lot needs to be said.